Urban Excursions. The game's called Abu Dhabi. It literally is taking you through, in a sense, the emirate, really, and the city.
Well, it's the city.
It's
well,
the city.
Yeah, there's not a lot of the emirate.
Okay, so it's really taking you through the city. Walk me through sort of the game that people might play first.
Okay, the game people play first, easy peasy. It's a race. You start here, you go around, you come back here. First person back here on an exact roll wins the game. Now, see, this is why this is terrible over here, but I do have really snappy. Oh, gosh. I was supposed to prepare for this, and we were busy chatting.
It's okay.
So it didn't happen.
So
what happens
you don't like
is
Monopoly.
No, because I like, okay.
But you've through all of your years of playing things like Risk and Monopoly and, the list goes on and on.
Yeah.
You've fine-tuned the experience.
That idea. Yeah. And the point is, you can't take chance out of the game.
Right.
But I want there to be some strategy.
Mm.
So, and some of this is actually came from that men's class.
All right.
Because I had these things which are opportunity cards.
Okay.
So,
how do I get the opportunity cards? Okay.
Okay, so these used to have question marks. They've evolved, and I came up with this sort of sun design thing as my skills got better in Illustrator, etc. But so there's this whole bunch of opportunity cards. So there's one. Okay, so it's a helicopter. So in the old game you could fly anywhere.
Right.
But in this game, since you're on a path, if I'm past that path, I could be anywhere here. So if I landed there, okay, I took this helicopter, I could fly to there.
So you can fly. Okay, that's
that's so the opportunity cards were all kind of positive in that way.
Yeah.
But those students said, "Well, sir, couldn't I use that card against someone?" And I said, "Okay, give me a day. Let me think about it." And literally, it was less than 15 minutes. I'm like, that's fucking genius. I love that.
So you got your opportunity card to take away the opportunity.
Exactly. So the opportunity card could then be, somebody's way out ahead of me and I'm sitting here and I could pull them back to a helicopter.
Yeah.
Or, there could be reasons in other games to send them forward so they can't score, all sorts of things.
Yeah.
So those were in opportunity cards. But then this even evolved with play when I was playing with friends, and they would use these to help their kids.
Oh.
So you're playing and your kids are playing. You're not an established team, but you've got that, and your son or daughter is over here, and you say, well, gosh, I can get them out ahead. Let me play it for her. So you can play these. You can only hold one, because my ridiculous extended family, we played once for 3.5 hours in a very Monopoly-like way, because, man, they just kept drawing opportunity cards, and then they were holding them, and then they were playing them. I said, no, I need rules. But so there's things like that, okay? Those students suggested jail. Sir, there needs to be jail. I'm like, jail? I'm like, okay. And then I figured out how to make jail operate, and actually this summer I thought I could make it softer. I could make it spa. You got to go to the spa, because then I was in LA, so I was thinking, you got to go to rehab. But then it's like, no, let's just. So we'll see if I go to the spa. But it's like everybody in my family, and they're like, everybody understands jail. I said, yeah, but sometimes when I show it to people from these cities, they get upset. My first version for New York had a mugger in it.
Of course it did.
Holy crap, New York people and Korea, we're not playing that game. What is that stupid card? We don't have muggers anymore. I'm going, live with that fantasy. Okay, but I am from LA, but I actually do love New York, and that's a very unusual thing.
It's very unusual. It's either one or the other, my friend.
Yeah, no, I am on both. But so this card, even as horrible as it sounds, could be used positively. It could move you up on the board. It could move you sort of in line to score and a whole bunch of things like that. And this has a touch of nostalgia in it that I've dialed down. But basically, if anyone rolls a 5, you come out of jail.
Okay.
And see, that was based originally on 5 and 3. if you've seen the Jumanji movie, that's the only way he gets out of the game is with a 5 or a 3.
Okay.
Or a 5 and a 3. So that's where that roll. So that roll sounds rather random, but it's not. It has meaning because I have that sense of nostalgia. So what ends up is these cards take this pathway, and there are options in it, but it takes the pathway and makes it less fixed, and it pleases my video game soul because I have a lot more options. I have choices. I'm not stuck in a square.
What are the other cards? You got other cards?